Hey, who am I? Wolverine? No, Freddy Krueger. Today we're going to be checking out the JSVER Space Saving Towel Rack from Amazon. All right, let's see what we got here. This one's going to be a quick video, but I am very excited for this. This solves a very interesting problem that some of you may have, but some of you may not have. Here is the unit itself. Let's see what else it comes with. I think it came with hardware. All right, yes, we got some hardware here. We want to put these in drywall or just directly in a stud. And then I guess we have some nice caps, which I think is cool. So what this thing is this is supposed to sit on your wall and you can move these out and it becomes a drying rack for a towel. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory, but I want to put this up in my garage next to my detail bay where I'm cleaning my cars. Here's my wonderful detail setup. I've got a Ryobi pressure washer here, a nice long extended hose. I got me a little stubby that's leaking. And we have some detail brushes. Everything I bought off Amazon, so if you are interested in a review, I mean, you won't get the unboxing experience, but if you are interested in a review, that's it. But we are here for this today. So I'm hoping one of these studs, we can get it on one of these. Let's see if it is long enough here. Going to extend it. No. Okay. So we don't have enough space between these two. So I'm thinking I might put a piece of wood, like, let's see here. Thinking I might put a piece of wood between the two, and then that should be a perfect fit. I think that'll be, or I guess I could go here, but then that removes that from there. No, I don't want that there. We're gonna keep that there. And I might actually remove this. So I think we're gonna go in between here, cut this piece of wood so we can get this installed on it. Okay, well there's a stud right there. There's a stud right there, so that'll be perfect. Okay. So first thing we need to do is cut the wood. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and measure here the inner space. I'm gonna leave just a little bit of space. Doesn't have to be perfect, so we're just gonna go a little less. Good enough. All right, we got a bit of a tight fit, but I'd rather have that. Nice. We don't even have to screw that in, but I will though. Gotta make sure it's really in there. That's solid. Okay, now we can install this on here. Still gonna be quite a tight fit, but see, that should work. We'll go on the left side of it. Yeah, that should work. Let me get a marker to mark this spot. Seems like you want this down because it is a hook of some kind to use for extra stuff. I'm not sure what. I'm gonna make sure this is as even as possible. In good position. All right. Mark those areas. I'm gonna pre-drill these holes just so it goes in all straight. Don't need much, just a pilot hole. I don't want to crack the wood up at the top because we don't have very much space right there. All right, let's pull out our lovely hardware. So to me, it looks like we have this collar piece here that'll sit across the nail so we can put that button and hide these screws and make it look nice. Let's do the top one first. This is quite difficult. I need 3 hands. There we go. Ooh, just realized I'm gonna have to put these in by hand now. So I don't want to strip these screws. And I may have already started to strip this one, yep. So we're going to go by hand.
3 hours later.
All right, get that tightened up right there. Beautiful, okay. Top tightened up. All right, we are nice and sturdy now. Now I can add these little buttons. They just clamp on. That looks so much better than a screw sticking out. That's what they look like. Look really good. It's the top one. Beautiful. Now the whole point of this is that this can be tucked away and stuck out like that. And you could have it all different directions. Each one has its own axis. So you've got many different options, or you can have them all together and fold them in. So for this instance, I use a lot of microfiber towels. So let me grab some of those. Rest it over like that. And now it's drying. And I can have it positioned over here, and then I can have this other one. Now the only thing I worry about is this one is quite large. Let's see. Yeah, it works. It fits over the edge a little bit, but that works. And now these are separated, and they have it to where you can also just hang them like that if you want them to store them like that. I won't store them like that because I get a lot of dust in my garage, but I think that is freaking awesome and neat. So when you're washing your car like I am, this perfect situation. When I'm done, I could set it here. During the summer, it's really hot in my garage, so I'm able to dry these very quickly in here with the use of this. And then when I'm done, they're dry. I set it up against the wall. It's nice and seamless. It's not poking out, hitting me in the face or anything. I think that's freaking awesome. Now, there's another thing I want to try with it. So we've got the one here. Pull that out of the way. We got a second one here. Pull that out of the way. Now, I also use these microfiber wash mitts, and they have a hole in them to put your hand in to wash your car, right? Pull one of these out. And boom, look at that. Now that can dry on there. Isn't that incredible? And you can have them pressed away against the wall if you really want to. Personally, I think having them out while they're drying is going to give plenty of space to have the air flow through these to have them properly dry. And then when I'm done, I could just rip them off, close it back up, and we're done. And again, like I said, if you want to use it as a storage, you can. If your garage doesn't get as dirty as mine, then you can absolutely just hang these up and fold them into each other and just store them like that. So if you want to do that, you absolutely can too. I think this thing is sweet. I don't really have any qualms against it. I do have a drying microfiber towel that's going to be very large that I might have to fold it over itself before I can hang it on this, which it's fine. I don't think that's too big of a deal. If I could make any design improvements, maybe have these telescoping so they go out further. But I don't know, I'm being nitpicky at this point. This does its job for what it needs to do, and I can't wait to actually use this when I'm drying stuff. And then there's also a little hook down here, right here if you want to hang something. So maybe, let's see if this will work. I guess with some finagling, you can have something hang there, which is cool. So this is a pretty quick review. I think this thing does its job perfectly. I love the fact that it folds in, folds away, so it's not poking you in the eye. I like that the arms are individual and move on their own. You can position them wherever you want in 180 degrees against the wall. I can't wait to use it. It's very sturdy. Once you install it right, make sure you're installing it properly. I wouldn't recommend installing it into drywall, but they have the drywall attachments to drill it into drywall. I also have all of these other products that if you would like for me to review, I can. You won't get the unboxing experience, but I have bought these off Amazon, and I will leave a link in the description for this below.